Welcome to Smead ColorBar training. I will be giving you step-by-step instructions on the use of our software. After you have installed the software, you will have a ColorBar icon automatically show up on your desktop. To open the software, you will simply double-click on it. At this time, it's going to send a message out via the internet to our licensing server, where it will match the product key that you were assigned to your computer's name. What it does is it then locks your license to that particular PC. If in the future you need to move the installation to a new PC, you will need to call us at technical support to have us release the license. Once you've opened up your software and it is validated, you will see the welcome screen. We do recommend that you leave the box checked to run at startup. Underneath designs, it will show you the last 10 label designs that have been opened on this PC. You will note that the file extension for our label designs is .cbd, ColorBar Design. If you place your cursor over the design file, it will tell you where it is located on your PC. Under Help, we have our User's Guide, which is the online manual for the software. What's New will explain to you if there are any updates done to the software and what they are. And Online Resources will bring you to Smead websites to view Smead products. There is also a sample library of 8 label designs. You're more than welcome to take a look at these designs. If there's something in there that will work for you, feel free to use them. I'm going to go back to Designs. Now, if you have not opened a label design yet using your software, you would simply go down to Open Design and navigate to where you have your design files stored. I'm going to go ahead and open up the sample design that I have created. I simply left-click a single time and it will open up my label design. At this point, you can maximize the screen. Please note that this software runs with a compass, and the top of your label is at the northernmost edge. If you wish to rotate the label design so that you can view it in completion, just click on the compass in the upper left-hand corner and it will rotate your design horizontally. Now, this software does require use of genuine Smead label products. To generate that, we have you go up to Tools, Manage Label Inventory, and here is where you would enter the authentication code found in the top of each box of Smead labels. This code is all lowercase, 2 digits, a dash, 3 digits, a dash, and 2 more digits. Once you've typed in your code, you will click Add, and this will generate a label inventory for you to draw from. If your inventory is 0 or less than the amount of labels that you are trying to print, you will receive an error message stating that there are not enough labels in your inventory, and you will have to come in here and enter labels. Every time you print a label, whether it is a misprint or the printer jams or you print it on a typing paper, the system will deduct from your inventory. So over time you will build up an excess inventory of label stock that you do not have a code for. When this happens, please contact us at 800-800-6131 for technical support, and we will add a code to the inventory for you. Also, if you go up to Tools, Order Supplies, it will list your dealer's contact information. They're the ones that you will go ahead and contact to order your labels. If you go to Tools, Label Stock, it will tell you what stock your design was created for and will give you the stock number and UPC numbers for both inkjet and laser printers. If you go to the Help menu, About ColorBar Print, it will tell you who this product is licensed to. In parentheses behind that will be your Smead account number. When you call us for technical support, if you can give us that account number, it allows us to look up your records more quickly on our system. It also lists the product key that was assigned to you. If you click on tech support, it will give you our hours, email address, and phone number. So once you have your label template up on the screen and you have labels entered into your inventory, you would then be able to go ahead and create and print labels. At the bottom of the screen is your data grid. This is where you fill in the information for on your labels. Whenever you're working in the data grid, you need to always check the Allow Editing button. To add a new record, you can simply click Add New, tab across to the necessary fields, and type in your information. You'll see it autofill on the screen, so it gives you a second set of eyes to check for any typos. You can then go ahead and click Add New again and go ahead and type in your next record. When you are done working in your data grid, you need to always uncheck the Allow Editing button. What that does is it locks your data, readying it for printing. That is a very important step. Once you have your records in, you've unchecked Allow Editing, you simply then go up to File, Print, and here is where you can select the printer that you wish to send to. You can check the properties for that printer. If you're using our Smart Strip or ClickStrip singles, the recommended page setting would be number 10 envelope. Here is your range of labels to print. All is every available record in your database. So you'll see I have 3 records. Number of labels to print is 3. Selection are any records that you highlight prior to entering the print dialog. So if I were to cancel this, go back to my data grid, hold down my Control key, and click on the first and third records, it will highlight them. And when I go up to File, Print, selection is automatically checked and number of labels to print is 2. Selecting records is similar to selecting records in Excel. If you hold down your Shift key and click on the first record and the last record, it will select all records in between. If you use your Control key, you can select random records throughout the database. Current row prints the row that your cursor is currently parked on. That is also the row on the far left-hand side with the triangle in it. Pages, depending on the type of label stock you are using. If I were to choose pages 1 to 1 and I am using the 7-Up label stock, it would print the first 7 labels in my database. If you're using the 6-Up stock, it would be the first 6. If you're using the singles, it would be just the first record. There is a preview page layout. Here it shows the first page of labels that is going to come out of your printer. If you have already used this sheet of labels and some are missing on it, simply click on them. It will turn them gray and automatically move the printing to the next available label on the sheet. You can then click on them again to bring them back into use, or click on Clear Used Labels. Please notate, if you are using a laser printer, we do not recommend sending the labels back through the printer again, because the heat from the fuser unit will damage the adhesive on the back of the labels. If you do feel the need to send a sheet of labels back through the printer, we do ask that you set it off to the side for at least 1 hour to allow the label sheet to cool and the adhesive to reconstitute. We also have an Align Printer button. When you click on that, it allows you to select the particular printer you wish to send to and print an alignment form. That alignment form will print the outline of the labels on the sheet. If that outline does not fall directly onto the label, you will need to come back into the Align Printer function and adjust your top and or left offsets accordingly to move the printing on the sheet. The key to this is to remember that you are moving the printing, not the sheet of stock. Increasing your top offset will move the printing down further on the sheet. Increasing your left offset will move your printing further to the right. These explanations are also printed out on the sheet of paper. Once you have your alignment set, it will remain the same. The software does retain that knowledge. We also ask you to notate if you are using our 7-Up stock. The ends of the stock are marked end A and end B. That is because the margins differ slightly on the ends of the stock. So please choose a particular end of the stock that you wish to send into the printer first, and then always send it in the same way. If you were to flip the stock over and send the wrong end through first, your offsets will be off. So if that does occur, we recommend just check your alignment again, make sure you're sending the correct end through the printer. So if you are using an external data source with your label design, you can go up to Tools, Data Source, and here is how you would connect the data to it. You will note that we have ColorBar. That is an XML file that is automatically created by ColorBar. If you are using an XML file, you simply need to make sure to store that in the same location as your design file so that ColorBar can find it. You can also connect to a SQL server, ODBC, or an Oracle, or OLE files. OLE files are Microsoft Office files. So, under here for file type, you have Microsoft Access, Excel, CSV, Text, DBase, and FoxPro. Please note that only a DBase or an Access database can be edited within ColorBar because they do apply an auto number to the database to keep the records in the correct order. If you are using Excel, CSV, Text, or FoxPro, because it is a live link to your database, any changes you make in your database will automatically show up in ColorBar. So for instance, if you choose to use the Microsoft Excel, you could have ColorBar open and your Excel spreadsheet open. Go into your Excel spreadsheet, add the records that you need to use, go ahead and save it. Then you would come back in here and you would simply click on the refresh button in your database to show those new records. So I'm going to go back into Tools, Data Source. Now, ColorBar always looks for the last location in which it found your database. If you have received a database created by our designers at Smead Manufacturing, it's going to be looking for the database on our PCs. So what you need to do is reconnect it to the database on your PC. To do that, you choose the file type, data source, you click on the button to the right-hand side of it, and then you can navigate to where that database is stored on your PC. Select it and click Open. If it is password protected, you can then type in the password, and then you select the table that you wish to use. So you can have multiple tables within your data and just click through them to select the one you want. When I click OK, my database shows up at the bottom. When you go up to File, Close Design, it's going to ask if you want to save the changes. You're going to want to say yes, because what has happened is you have changed where it's going to look for that data. So if I go back up here now to my Help menu, Welcome screen, my label design is listed. I click on it, it opens up. There's my label design with my database attached. Now, both our ColorBar Print and our ColorBar Express or web-based version of the software include an Express Designer function. To access that, you can go up to File, New Express Design. That's going to bring up a Design Wizard template. You can simply use the Design Wizard and answer a series of questions, and the software will come up with a label design that it deems would work for you. Or you can start with a blank label. Please make sure to choose the correct stock from the list, because once a design is created, it is locked to a particular stock. So you select your stock. You can then go to customize the design. You can select the number of bands you wish to have on the label design. You can choose from our list of label series. As you click through them, it will show you the different series that we have available. If double digits are available in that system, you can go ahead and apply those. You can put on year bands, months bands, color code bands, the Smead NCC name bands. You have control of text, whether you want to put it on the front or the back. Once you select it, it gives you another menu to choose from to set fonts, to align it. If you're using our singles label, you can add bonus labels. You can also set a pattern where it will automatically fill your color bands based on one of your lines of text. When you're done and you click Finish, it asks you to save the label design. You can save these anywhere you want on your PC. The default put away location is under Documents, ColorBar, and that is where you can save them, or you can save them anywhere you so choose. Please remember, this is just a basic design functionality included in the software, and you do have to work within the parameters of the elements that are in here. If you have any questions, please remember you can contact us by going to About, Tech Support, and calling us at the 800-800-6131, or you're more than welcome to email us at cbss@smead.com. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your new software.